Hey, look, berries. Do you think we can eat those if we harvested enough? Like, are they poison?
You can try it. I'll watch.
Ever since I was a little boy, the backyard has always been an exciting place to play. When I moved to Wyoming, the backyard became a wild, untamed realm of endless adventure. I'm Sean Parker, and this is Bighorn Mountain Country.
Max, who's normally the co-host, is God knows where. But I guess I will be co-hosting. Me, Jeff, the camera guy, will be co-hosting episode... I don't even know. Yeah, I'll be co-hosting today with the Sean Parker. He hasn't told me what we're doing. He just told me to bring a fishing pole, which can mean anything. But yeah, let's see what Sean has in store for us today. All right, so we're just rolling up to the donut shop. Let's go see if Sean's here yet. Oh, there he is. What are you doing outside?
Hey, good morning. So, thought we'd meet at the Sheridan Donut Company. Right now, the lobby is closed due to the COVID-19 restrictions, but the drive-thru's open. So, let's, did you bring a car?
No, I walked.
Do you have a bike?
Nope.
Do they let, I'm just kidding, let's get in the car. Man, I was kind of stressed out. They've got a lot of cool stuff here. We're getting a colache? Colache? I don't know. Ooh, thank you very much. Yes, have a great day.
You too.
Colache's for the road. Let's bounce. I haven't told Jeff what we're up to. It's just me and Jeff. Max is off gallivanting or, I don't know, doing something else. We're gonna head on a big, epic road trip. This is our second road trip episode. This one is the Southern Bighorn Loop. Two parts of this road trip. We're gonna be on Highway 16, Cloud Peak Scenic Byway, and then we're gonna wrap around and we're gonna come up Highway 14, the Bighorn Scenic Byway. Now there's a lot of consternation out there. It's a battle, really. Which is better, the Northern Loop or the Southern? And we're gonna find out today which is more scenic, which is more fun, which has better attractions. So scientific, not arbitrary at all. This is gonna really finally drive it home on which route you should take when visiting the Bighorn Mountains. Stay tuned. Okay, we've got to make this quick because there is a combine bearing down at us at roughly 3 miles an hour. Right now we're on Crazy Woman Road, and this is the kind of road trip stuff that you're looking for when you come to Wyoming. Dusty dirt road, rolling foothills, all this beautiful grazing land and farmland, and then the Bighorn Mountains waiting for us to explore. We are completely blown away. This canyon, you may not even be able to hear me right now because the river is raging through this canyon, the wind is blowing through the trees. This is epic by any measure. Massive, massive walls of the canyon are shooting up on either side of us. I have no idea how they even blew this road through here. It's a winding, narrow, steep road. Absolutely stunning. Totally Wyoming. We just popped out onto Highway 16, and I gotta say, the Southern Bighorn Loop so far, coming up strong. That was my first time in Crazy Woman Canyon. It's really beautiful, so would recommend that if you're gonna do it, you wanna pop down south of the canyon and then drive northbound until you get back on 16, and then you can loop around. Really, really strong performance from the Southern Loop so far, so, you know, chalk one up for them. We'll see. We're heading up now to a lookout point. It's gonna be right near Meadowlark ski area, and just to get ourselves centered, check out the Bighorns from the south side before we zip down into Ten Sleep Canyon. Hey, come on, it's this way. Let's go. This is unbelievably spectacular. This is awesome. We're getting kind of peckish. It's time to barrel down into the little town of Ten Sleep and see what we can find for chow. Sleepy Coyote. We just arrived at the Red Gulch Dinosaur track site. This is the oldest dinosaur track site in Wyoming, one of the oldest in the world, from the Jurassic period, 160 to 500 million. I mean, I don't know how old it is. It's extremely old. It was when the dinosaurs were roaming around. What's really important about this place is that scientists believed for the longest time that Wyoming and the Bighorn Basin were under something called the Sundance Sea. But the discovery of these tracks in the last several generations has really challenged that view, which is pretty exciting, which meant that, you know, a lot of large dinosaurs lived in this area and there was more land here than thought previously. So we're gonna see what we can find and see if we can find some ember with the mosquitoes, heat that up, it's very warm today, and see what we can bring back to life.
Uh-oh, Sean.
I absolutely do not approve of this.
Uh-oh.
So they found over 1,000 tracks here. So I guess this is one of the larger ones, but they're ranging from 1.5 inches to around 8 inches. And this is pretty neat. They calculated that by the track and the step pattern that some of these animals were moving at about 4.5 miles an hour, which is, you know, beyond my comprehension how you figure out how fast something was moving 150 million years ago on a beach. But they were probably after margaritas, because if Wyoming was closer to the equator and Cancun at that time, it was hot. I mean, it's hot today. It was really hot then.
So a lot of people wonder why this site went undiscovered until 1997. How can dinosaurs go undiscovered? We've been finding them for hundreds of years now. Well, this place is huge. And I'm talking about Wyoming, not just what was the Sundance Sea. This place is massive. Those folks were miles from Hyattville, miles more from Grable, and there's not a lot of people in between. And we're gonna show you right now just how big this was. And now you'll see why no one found it.
Cruising now back to familiar territory. We are heading into Shell Canyon. We can see Copeman's tomb waiting to greet us up there, and our side of the Bighorn Mountain. Thundering heart of the Bighorn Mountains. This is Shell Falls. As you can see, we can't see. We spent a really long time photographing the moose and the elk and the deer. Huge herd of elk. I've never seen so many elk on the Bighorns in my entire life. There's hundreds right now. But we don't really think it's a great idea to hike up Steamboat right now because you guys won't get to see much. So we missed our sunset, which is not a problem. It just gives us one more reason to come back tomorrow. This is day 2 of the Bighorn road trip loop, where we're comparing the southern loop to the northern loop. And it was so exciting last time that we lost the sunset when we hit Steamboat Point. So we're here at the legendary Tongue River Canyon to take a dip, to check out the caves, and to see what this place is all about. Wow, view of the keyhole from up here, really like a mile in, 3/4 of a mile, it's amazing. And Crazy Woman Canyon on the south side, it's beautiful, don't get me wrong. Really neat, totally different vibe than the canyon here, but nothing beats 2 feet in a heartbeat and getting out to explore on your own. Of course, Tongue River Canyon is extremely well known for rock climbing. We've seen some climbers here today. It's known for fly fishing, actually all throughout the year, not just in the spring and summertime, and it's known for hiking. But what it may be best known for is being the site of the iconic and annual Bighorn Mountain Trail Run. And what Jeff doesn't know is we're gonna rock out the last 6 miles to Dayton right now. Right, Jeff? Just popped out of Tongue River Canyon on our way up the mountain towards Steamboat. Thought, you know, we're a little peckish. Maybe we should stop into the Dayton Mercantile and give ourselves a treat. Dayton Mercantile is a pretty spectacular place. It's listed on the National Registry of Historic Places. You can bring the kids, do some gem mining with the gem space next door, find all sorts of neat treasures and curios in here, and most importantly, get incredible sandwiches and the best ice cream shakes this side of the Mississippi. Oh yeah. So we are heading up towards Steamboat. This is too good. I'll finish this later. From this vantage at 7,000 feet, Steamboat may look extremely steep because it is.
How you feeling?
Feeling good. You know, it's a nice little walk up here, a few hundred feet, 700 actually. So while we keep on trekking and grinding this one out for you folks, let's cut to some spicy B-roll. Last stop of the day for a little R&R at Sibley Lake.
Oh gosh.
Stopping for a little R&R at Sibley Lake. Last stop of the day, this is Sibley Lake. This has been our epic Southern Bighorn Loop Showdown. In our unscientific, totally biased opinion, Highway 14 heading north wins it. Why? Check it out. There's no winner on a road trip in the Bighorn Mountains. Every road you take is going to be beautiful. Sheridan County, Johnson County. Who wins? Johnson. No, wait, no, that's... This has been our epic road trip showdown. In our scientific, unbiased opinion, 3-time Canadian Grand Stone Skipping Champion,